श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे। अमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति सपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। समाधिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहितावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपम्। तत्र श्रीमद् भागवतम canto 28th chapter, text number 26. Kapila's instructions on devotional service.
No, we will do it. It's my watch. Yeah.
Text number 26. Paksa adhivasam risavasya mahavibhute.
Vaksha adivasam rishavasya mahavibhute.
Omsang mano nayana nibritimadadanam.
Omsano nayanani nibritimadadanam.
Kantham cha kausthavamaner vibhusanartham.
Kantham cha kausthavamaner vibhusanartham.
Purjat manasya khigaloka namaskritasya.
Puryanamasi akhilaloka namaskritasya.
Paksa adhivasam risavasya maha vibhute.
Vaksha adivasam rishavasya mahavibhute.
Omsang mano nayana nibritimadadanam.
Omsano nayanani nibritimadadanam.
Kantham cha kausthavamaner vibhusanartham.
Kantham cha kausthavamaner vibhusanartham.
Purjat manasya khigaloka namaskritasya.
Puryanamasi akhilaloka namaskritasya.
Pakse adhivasam risavasya mahavibhute.
Vaksha adivasam rishavasya mahavibhute.
Sammano nayana nibritimadadanam.
Omsano nayanani nibritimadadanam.
Kantham cha kausthavamaner vibhusanartham.
Kantham cha kausthavamaner vibhusanartham.
Purjat manasya khigaloka namaskritasya.
Puryanamasi akhilaloka namaskritasya. Vaksho adivasam rishabhasya mahavibhuti.
Vaksho adivasam rishabhasya mahavibhute.
Sam manu nayana nivritamadatanam.
Pumsa mano nayana nirvikrmadhanam.
Kattam cha kaustubhamune adibhushanatham.
Gandam jagaustubhavane adibhushanatham.
Bhutyan manasi akhila loka namaskritasya.
Suryan manasi akhilaloka namaskritasya. Vaksho adivasam rishabhasya mahavibhute. Pumsa mano nayana nirvitim adhanam. Kantam cha kaustubhamane adibhushanatham. Kuryan manasi akhilaloka namaskritasya. Vaksho adivasam rishabhasya mahavibhute. Pumsa mano nayana nirvimadhanam. Kantam cha kaustubhamane adibhushanatham. Kuryan manasi akhilaloka namaskritasya.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Translation. The yogi should then meditate on the chest of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. The abode of Goddess Mahalakshmi, the Lord's chest, is the source of all transcendental pleasure for the mind and full satisfaction of eyes. The yogi should then imprint on his mind the neck of Personality of the Godhead, who is adored by the entire universe. The neck of the Lord serves to enhance the beauty of Kaustava gem, which hung on his chest. Purport. In the Upanishad, it is said that the various energies of the Lord are working to create, destroy, and maintain these inevitable varieties of energy are stored in the bosom of the Lord. As people generally say, God is all powerful. That power is represented by Mahalakshmi, the reservoir of all energy, which is situated on the bosom of the transcendental form of the Lord. The yogi who can meditate perfectly on that spot on the transcendental form of the Lord can derive many material powers which comprise in the 8 perfection of the yoga system, Master Siddhi. It is stated herein that the beauty of the neck of the Lord enhances the beauty of the Kaustava gem rather than vice versa. The gem itself become more beautiful because it is situated on the neck of the Lord. The yogi therefore recommended to meditate upon the Lord's neck. The Lord's transcendental form can either the meditated upon on the mind or placed on the temple in the form of statue and decorated in such a way that everyone can contemplate it. Temple worship therefore is a mean for person, I cannot see that so small word, who cannot be advanced, that they can meditate upon from the Lord. Okay. There is no difference between constantly visiting the temple and directly seeing the transcendental form of the Lord. They are equal value. The advantageous position of the yogi is that he can sit anywhere in the solitary palace or meditate upon on the form of the Lord. The less advanced persons, however, has to go to the temple, and as long as he does not go to the temple, he is unable to see the form of the Lord. Either by hearing, seeing, or meditating the object of the transcendental form of the Lord, there is no question of worthiness or impersonalism. The Lord can bestow the blessing of the transcendental pleasure upon either the visitors of the temple. The yogi, or who hears about the Lord's transcendental form of the scripture, like Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. There are 9 processes of executing devotional service, of which smaranam or meditation is one. Yogi can advantage of the process of smaranam, whereas bhakti yoga can special advantage of the process of hearing and chanting. That's the end of purport of his divine grace. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Bhaksoh Padhivas Misavas Mahavibhute Pungsang Manonayano Nibriti Mahadadhanam Kantham Cha Kaustava Manarabhibhushanarthyam Uyat Mano Sakhilesa Loko Namaskritasya. This is instructed by Lord Kopilas. And Kopil Sankha Jog started from 25th chapters. And that explained elaborately 25th, 26th, up to 33 chapters. This is called Sankha Yoga, non-difference from devotional service or Bhakti Yoga. Same thing. But Gita is explaining about Bhakti Yoga, but Bhagavatam, Kapil instruction, Sankha Yoga, is elaborate, practical things. We are describing Gita like a law book, sutra. What is it called? Sutra. Just like in algebra, when you started algebra studying, a plus b whole square is it? Equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. I forgot the long back. The Gita like a law, sutra. But the law is implementation is Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is like a implementation. How to go to meditate, how to do the devotional service. Practical things. Practical. Every verse in Bhagavad Gita, every instruction in Bhagavad Gita applied in Bhagavatam is a practical process. That's why Gita is Jnana, Vijnana. Vijnana means practical things. We have to do that. The Prabhupada is saying, end of the purport, Lord's transcendental feature, you should be hearing from Shastras like Gita and Bhagavatam. That we can understand. Otherwise, how can we understand? Just like we heard about Modi, but may not be I see me. But I heard about. You have to hear from Srimad Bhagavatam, from Sadhu. That's why in the beginning of instruction, 25th chapter, 20 verses, verse 20, you can see that it is here, I don't know. You can see the board. 25th chapter, verse number 20. The started teachings by Lord Kopila, he says, Prasangam ajarang pasam pavayo atmano vidu Saeva sadhu sukrita moksodara apabritam. Oh, my dear mother, you should go to sadhu. You do sadhu sangha. Why? Now, asakti, attachment, prasangam ajaram, a very strong foundation. The attachment of material things. Same attachment, if you apply to sadhu, moksadara apaprita, then mukti, that open of liberation gate will open. Same attachment. Attachment you cannot stop. Same attachment, whatever attachment are material things like property, family members, children, wife, husband, same attachment apply to sadhu. So eva sadhu sukrito, moksadara apaprita. Go to sadhu. So who is sadhu? The next verse. Who is sadhu? Then Kapil Dev Maharaj explains sadhu's outcut, outdress, and whatever his the insight of whatever his devotional service. Then says verse number 21, Titikhasya Karunika Suhida Sarvadena. Sadhu always Titikhasya, tolerance. And he is very merciful, Karunika, Titikhasya Karunika. Suhida, Karunika to whom? Suhid to whom? Merciful towards the general people. And go to meet and encourage to practice devotional service. Karunika. Some sadhu is there, he is very strong devotional service attachment, but he is not Karunika. He is not going to preach. Our movement is two kind of sadhus, Gosthyanandi and Bhajananandi. Bhajananandi means just he is thinking about himself to chanting and hearing and meditating upon him. But he is not get out to preach, get out to go to preach. But our sampradaya is Bhajananandi. Whatever you hear, whatever you read, whatever you get some education, go to repeat and preach. That's a Suhida, that kind of sadhu. You go to which sadhu? Suhida and Karunika. And other than Titikhasya, he is very tolerant. Sadhu should be very tolerant. Why? That kind of tolerance, no need to cultivate the outside people. Because general people, they do not respect to sadhus. That's why sadhu always to be tolerant, because when you started chanting, when you started devotional service and starting eating to vegetarian, non-veg or vegetarian food, people will started criticizing. Yes or no? If you take drink or meat and fish, nonsense behave, you can do, nobody can tell anything. When you start put tilak and doing chanting, people are asking, what happened to you? You are mad or not? Why? We are also devotees. No need to see that putting tilak on neck beat, nothing. People will criticize, started criticize. Even if it's to Mahaprabhu also. Yes or no? That's why sadhu should be tolerance. Always. Tirnadopi. We have tolerance. Titikhasya Karunika Suhida Sarvade. Ajata Satrava. He has no enemy. We have enemy or not? Yes or no? That means we are not sadhu, right? He is saying, it is saying here, sadhu has no enemies. But we are not enemies to others, but people are enemies of, just like Yudhishthira Maharaj. He is not more at that become fighting with anybody. But some people are there. He makes him the enemy. That's why this is the like out behavior. But inside, what is thinking? What is the main qualification of sadhus? Next verse. Mai anannena bhavena bhaktin kurvanti je didham. Mai anannena bhavena. Such a sadhu engages the staunch devotional service, strong devotional service. This is sadhu. Many kinds of sadhus you can see in our India. Those who are wearing the saffron cloth is sadhu. General people considering as a sadhu. But Kapil Dev identification, who is sadhu? You should go to sadhu, make a sadhu sangha. But who is sadhu? He is saying that. Mai anannena, ananna, strong devotional service, strong devotional service. Anannena, what is the means of ananna? Ananna. Nanya. Only Krishna. Mam ekam. Sarvang bhaja. But we are Hindu and Sanatan Dharma. People sometimes criticizing us. You Vaishnava, you are only worshipping Krishna. But we are not like that. We are respecting all the Bhagavat. All are same. What is the difference between God? This is not good things. The people are saying or not. But Kapil Dev said, no, this is not sadhu. Sadhu means anannena bhave. Only worshipping Krishna. Bolo Krishna, Bhojo Krishna, Poro Krishna Sikha Mahaprabhu, trusting to Nityananda Prabhu. Only this thing you can preach. Bolo Krishna, Bhojo Krishna, Poro Krishna. So anannena bhaktin kurvanti je dudham, strong devotional service. Matkrite takta karmani. And also, you have to live all the karma kandi things. Takta karma, takta means live. Karma, takta karmani. Taktiya sajana bandhava. Also, you have to leave your material relationships and relatives. It's called sadhu. Very strong word, right? Although we don't have to live relatives. Relatives automatically they live. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah. What kind of that man? They are not eating, they are not drinking tea also. That call is backdated people, right? Sometimes people is asking, oh Maharaj, why you are not taking tea? Tea is veg, tea is non-veg. What that? Why you are not taking tea? Why not taking tea? What is the answer? I am saying that it is very costly, you know. 1 cup tea is cost 10 rupees minimum. The whole day we have to take minimum 10 cup of tea, you know, 100 rupees. But we have no income, so what to do that? But the main thing is that, you know, founder Acharya, he has, when he had in family life, fighting with his wife about tea. That's why he trusts us. So in our next generation, in ISKCON hall, nobody can accept tea. Because it's a horrible thing, you know. Make your family members and quarrel and anything. Prabhupada, although Prabhupada travel all over the world and preach Krishna consciousness and make them devotees, but he cannot make devotees his own wife. Yes or no? Such a lady, she could not. Prabhupada was in household life. He instructed by his Guru Maharaj to preach. He started preaching in Kolkata and Allahabad. But he was failure in preaching in India, even in his own family life. Prabhupada did Navahatta in his home every evening. After his business, he came to home and organized the whole Navahatta class. But outsider people came to join, but not his own wife. Prabhupada tried so many times, but could not. Then Prabhupada said, you have to choose tea or me. So what answer you hope that come from your wife in the old age life? But tea, not me, right? This is not criticism word in all the ladies. Ladies has three situations. Before marriage, under guidance of parents. After marriage, guidance of husband. Then when grown up the children, goes to children's side. Same thing, Prabhupada's wife did same thing. I am not following you. I want to follow my son. Then Prabhupada left home and did bhajan in Vrindavan. After this went US and established Krishna consciousness, ISKCON movement. So Prabhupada established, created ISKCON movement. That's why we meet each other. I am from Bengal, you are from Karnataka, and many people join. This is the mercy of Prabhupada, right? Because Prabhupada created the ISKCON movement. I am not saying that mercy of Prabhupada. I always dressed up. This is the mercy of his wife. How? If wife was with Prabhupada, Prabhupada could not leave home. Prabhupada didn't go to US, right? Prabhupada's wife pushed him to go out of my home and go to Vrindavan and go to US, right? The mercy of Srila Prabhupada's wife. So just jokingly I am saying that, but things is correct. What is it? Yes or not? That's why Kapil Dev is saying that Taktya Sajana Bandhava. Sajana, whatever your relatives, you should live. And just make attachment to sadhus. That kind of sadhu. Mat kriti taktataru. Then, so how we leave your attachment to family members and relatives? How? Is it possible or not? Sometimes we have seen in our Bengal, when girls going to marriage, next day of marriage, she going to be husband's house. Huh? And she was so much crying. How? Why? Because she has strong attachment with family members, relatives. This is very strength to leave the family members. So how sadhu will live? This attachment also we have also. Yes or no? Same attachment. Everybody has attachment to family members and relatives. Then Kapil Dev is saying that. Verse number Madasraya katha mishta srinanti kathayanti cha. Madasraya. You have to hear glories of Lord, mine. Madasraya, Madasraya. You just come to my asraya and hearing about Katha, Bhagavatam Katha, Gita Katha, and Chaitanya Charitamrita Katha. Hearing Katha. Mrishta, Mrishta, you know Mrishta. In Sanskrit, Mishti, you know sweet. क्या बोलते हैं sweet? Misri, sweet. Mishta. Mishta means sweet. When you get taste of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam sweetness, then automatically you can leave your family members. Otherwise not. If you get taste in Bhagavatam Katha and Sadhu Sangha, then automatically you can release from your family members. Otherwise not. That is the verse today also saying Prabhupada in the end of the purport. So you have to listen constantly and Sravanam and Kirtanam. There is the 9 process of bhakti. Sravanam, then the Sravanam means hearing or reading. Both are Sravanam. Whatever you are hearing from Sadhu, whatever reading from Srila Prabhupada books, this is called Sravanam. Then Kirtanam. What is the meaning of Kirtanam? You have to repeat to others. You have to go to preach. Sadhu like a cloud, you know. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said. Sadhugan Meghagan. Sadhu like a cloud. What is the cloud? Cloud is that he is taking water by evaporate from water. His store is the in cloud, right? Then raining. So same thing, you have to collect all the philosophies and sweetness katha. Then you have to preach. Vishwadane kori barisan. You have to go and rain, showering them, showering. That's the Shravan, then Kirtan. After that, then Smaran will come. Sometimes people are asking, oh Maharaj, I am reading so much, I am hearing so much, I could not remember. Very difficult to remember that. My memory is very short. Memorization verse is very difficult, yes or no? That's why Kapil Dev is saying that. Prahlad Maharaj is saying that. Savanam, whatever you listen, whatever you heard, you have to repeat. Then can be Savanam, Smaranam. Then you come to an Smaranam. In Upadesamrita, Nectar of Instruction, Srila Rupa Goswami, there is the verse number 8. That verse, Rupa Goswami said, that all the essence of the Shastras, what you know that? Perfectly, you have to listen, you have to read, you have to Smaranam. Heard that verse? The verse number 8. In Iti Upadesam Saram. Verse number 8. Tannama Charitadi Sukirtananu. Tat. Hari's name. Tat means Hari. Hari's name. Tat Nama Charitadi Sukirtananu. Lord's name and Rupa and form, everything. So kirtana, very nicely. You can do the so kirtana. In nicely chanting and remembering the Lord's divine name, transcendental form and qualities. And iti upadesam sara. This is the essence of all the Vedic Shastras or whatever. Sukirtana. Whatever we are hearing very nicely. Sukirtana. And conclude that Bhagavatam 23. I skip 24, 25th verse. 25th is there. Satang prasangat mama virja sangvido bhavanti hit karana rasayana katha. Here, Sata. We can read together. Satang prasangat mama virja sangvido bhavanti hit karana rasayana katha. Tatjosana asu apavarga vartmani sadhyaratir bhakti anukramisati. Satang, my dear mother, my dear loving mother, you should go to Satang. Satang means sadhu. You just do sadhu sangha. Satang. You go to sadhu, then what to do with sadhus? Prasangat mama birja sangvida. Just hearing about my glories from sadhus. This is called sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha, sarva shastre kai. You just go to sadhu sangha. The sadhu can explain whatever verse today, the Lord's feature about his explanation of neck bed or gem and the glories of lotus feet, glories of Makhamandal, lotus chest, everything. Satang. Mama Birja Sangvida. This is very Birjavati. Birja means very strong. Bhagavat Katha is very strong. If you heard from sadhus, somebody can say, so I can buy Srimad Bhagavatam from the ISKCON temple and in my home I can study every day. What is the difference between go to sadhu and read Bhagavatam on? What is the difference? We are sadhu also explaining from Shastras, from Bhagavatam. So we can also read Bhagavatam in my home. What is the difference between go to sadhu? He has realized knowledge. His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj gave one evidence. You know about rifle, right? Sometimes in market you can go to buy rifle. Rifle shop is also there. Many market I have seen that. Rifle and bullet also. You can buy rifle and you can check what kind of bullet I can take. You can take your hand, but you cannot fire. Although it is bullet, you cannot fire. But when that bullet set up in rifle and show you coming to fearful or not? Yes. The same bullet, it is here in Shastra. When come out from sadhu's mouth, that is touch your heart. This is a nice example, right? We have to go to sadhu. Satang prasangat mama biya samveda bhavanti. If you heard katha from sadhus, then what benefit you have revived? Harit karna rasayana katha. Harit, your heart and karna filled up with rasa. We are not this type of, we are not that stage of rasa. We are in chana sabji rasa, paneer sabji rasa, you know. Sometimes I have seen the discussion is going on. It is 9 o'clock now. Devotees wondering, 9 o'clock now, but katha is going on. What to do now? To leave, to take prasad, or like if you announce katha is continue and prasad will start now. So what to do? We'll continue here katha or go to take prasad. Sometimes some are looking, oh, everybody is going to take prasad, I also go to, like that. So we are just tasting prasad. But Kapil Dev is stressing, Hrit Karana Rasayana Katha. What katha you can hear? From Gita, from Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada gave 3 major books. You have to read them. You have to listen every day. Gita is a primary subject of devotional service, and Bhagavatam, it is called degree shastra, and Chaitanya Charitamrita, postgraduate, PhD. Gita started with from which verse? First verse of Bhagavad Gita, Dharma Satre, Kurukshetra, right? Samaveta Jujutsava, Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kima Kurvata Sanjaya. Started the verse, the word Dharma Satre. If you want to do dharma, you have to go through Bhagavad Gita. You have to read Bhagavad Gita. That's why first word is Dharma Satre. Without Bhagavad Gita, no one can get the original dharma. People are doing dharma, but this dharma, Bhagavatam said, dharma panchita. Sarva dharman parityaja. Lord came to establish dharma, but end of the instruction, Lord says, sarva dharma. He was not saying sarva adharma parityaja. He says sarva dharma because that the mundane dharma is going on. The all dharma should believe. That's why Gita says, if you want to become a dharmic, you have to go to read Bhagavad Gita. Then you understand demigod bhakti is not perfect. Then lokachar bhakti, whatever we are doing, Ayappa, Sai Baba, this, that. Prabhupada said, India is a factory of God. So many Bhagavan is coming up. You realize that, you understand that Krishna is the Bhagavan. Sarva dharmam parityaja mameka saranam bhaja. Wherever Gita completed, Bhagavatam started from there. What is the first verse of Bhagavatam? What? There's a one verse everybody knows. Om Namo Bhagavate. This is the first line. Om Namo Bhagavate. What the means of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya? But I pay obeisances, do pranam to son of Vasudev, right? Some sadhus are telling that this is the admission test verse. Just you can see our children completed primary section, 4th standard, then going to 5th. Some school they have admission test system. I don't know in Kannada, Bengal many. He passes or she passes 4th standard going to 5th. Their admission test. You completed Bhagavad Gita. Just came to know Krishna is Bhagavan. But admission test is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavatam is asking, Vasudev is asking, you accept? Do you accept son of Vasudev, Lord Krishna, is Bhagavat? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Then you go to Bhagavatam. Then start reading Bhagavatam. Otherwise not. If you have many things, hotspots, you cannot go to Bhagavatam. First accept Lord Vasudeva is the supreme janmadasya jata annayat chaitatara charthesu abhigyasaraha. He is the creator, he is the annihilator, he is the maintenance. You can understand. And whole Bhagavatam, in Bhagavad Gita is 700 verses. In Bhagavatam, 18,000 only, right? Only. Bhagavatam started as a Bhagavatam Parampara. You can see in Bhagavatam second canto, first Bhagavatam spoken by Narayan, 4 verses. Chatushlaki Bhagavatam. Right? In second chapter, you can go, ninth chapter. Second canto, 9th chapter. There are 4 verses, the key verse, or seed verse. Then Brahma instructed to Narada make the same 4 verses, made is 10 verses. Then Narada gave to Vyasdev 100 verses. And then Srila Vyasdev written, he calculated the Kali situation. Prana alpaya susabhya kalabosmin jogajana manda sumanda matayo manda bhakya. In Kali Yuga, people so horrible. That's why he made that 4 verses, made it 18,000 verses. Explain. But we also not understand that verse. Then Prabhupada made this 18,000 crore and crore. This putting word to explain. This is our situation. Although in Kali Yuga so many degrees came, M.Tech, B.Tech, C.Tech, so many tech. Earlier, so much tech was not there. Although we are reminding we are so educated people, but Shastra says you are less educated people. That's why Prabhupada explained we are so fortunate. We got Srimad Bhagavatam, our own languages, right? These are good fortune. That's why this is the Bhagavatam. Kapil Dev saying, Hrit Karnar says, that Bhagavatam we go to listen from sadhus. Bhagavad Gita says in 10th chapter 9th sloka, Matchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam. That Bhagavad Gita Katha also so nice, so enjoyable, so relisable. But that Matchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Kathayantascha Magnittam Tussanti cha Ramandu. Great satisfaction if we hear Bhagavad Gita. That is also good. Bhagavad Gita also full of rasas. And Bhagavatam says in 3rd sloka, Nigama kalpataru golitam phalam sukha mukhadamritam drava samjitam pivata Bhagavatam rasamalaya. In Karnataka, rasamalai is here. Sweet rasamalai is sweet. Available? Not rasgulla. What is the difference between rasgulla and rasmalai? Rasgulla is also available in market. Okay. In my realization, I have seen that earlier, before Krishna consciousness, that sweet we would take like a tiffin, you know. Nowadays we are in ISKCON, 3 times prasadam, sometimes 2 times prasadam, morning and evening. I don't know about Mangalore temple. 2 times or 3 times? Oh, 3 times prasadam. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So sometimes we are receiving feast day, we can get all these things together, rice, dal, chapati, puri, paneer, right? And raita, dahi, misti, ice cream also sometimes I have seen the ice cream. So after sweet rice, dal, sabji, chutney, payasam and sweet rice, then full of belly, full of negative. After the rasgulla comes, rasgulla. Then I already completed my belly, full of belly. Then I'm saying, you just leave it rasa, give me gulla, right? People are taking, what that? Leaving rasa, Do you understand that? Leaving rasa, getting gulla only. This is called rasgulla. Yes or no? But what about rasmalai? How do you have to leave or how do you have to take? Nothing you leaving. You're just taking rasmalai. Bhagavatam is rasmalai, not rasgulla. Each and every word, each and every verse, each and every instruction. You just realize, you just enjoy, you just taste. Great satisfaction. Hit karana rasayana. Hit karana rasayana. That's called Srimad Bhagavatam. And what about Chaitanya Charitamrita? Bhagavatam is 18,000 verses. That end of the verse, what is that? Akhri slok. Kya hai? Nama sankirtanam jassa sarva papa panasanam panama dukkha samanam tang namami harim param. Sutta Goswami says, O Munio, although 18,000 verses I explained to you, do you know what is the essence of Bhagavatam? What is the essence of 18,000 verses? Nam Sankirtan. You just chant and dance and do kirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Harinam only. Essence of Bhagavatam, Harinam. Then what about Chaitanya Charitamrita? The beginning of verse Chaitanya Charitamrita, what that? Bande Guru Nisa Bhakta Nisa Isam Avatarakan Tat Prakasang Satat Sakti Krishna Chaitanya Sangakam. End of Bhagavatam Nama Sankirtanam, right? Starting of Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Harinam Sankirtan I received from my Shiksha Guru, I received from my Diksha Guru and Pranchatattva. First of all, I respect and do pranam of them. Then started Chaitanya Charitamrita. I'm just linking Gita to Bhagavatam to Chaitanya Charitamrita. For the connection between. So you have to read them. Then how many verses in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Not much. 1 lakh, 100,000 only. 100,000 payar, chanda is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And from Gita, we came to know Krishna is Bhagavan. So why we are going to read Bhagavatam? The Bhagavatam explains Krishna is Bhagavan, but you have to know elaborately Krishna's expansions, avatar, and also Krishna three pictures, three phases of Krishna: Mathura Krishna, Dwaraka Krishna, and Vrindavan Krishna, and all the incarnations. Ete Changsa Kalapumsa. Otherwise, if you don't read Bhagavatam, you can recommend as everybody is Bhagavan, everybody is avatar. That's why you have to read Bhagavatam. Who is avatar? What is the qualification of the avatar? Yoga avatar, Manna avatar. How many avatars? How many kinds of avatars? You have to read scrutinizingly. Otherwise, You can go to any temple and worship. Everybody is Bhagavan. Very difficult to observe that. And then you understand that we are not worshipping our worshipable deities, Dwaraka Krishna, Mathura Krishna, or Braja Krishna. How you understand Braja Krishna? Because Radharani is here. That's why Shastra says, Aradha Bhagavan, Braje Satatana. Braj Bhagavan, our worshipable deity. Our Aradha Devata is Braj Krishna, Braj. We have to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, from Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Chaitanya Charitamrita. We understand from Gita, Krishna is Bhagavan. We understand from Bhagavatam which Krishna is more realizable. Rasa Krishna is Braja Krishna, right? And how about Chaitanya Charitamrita teachings? How to worship Braja Krishna. There is the 5 Bhava, Shanta, Dasya, Sakha, and Madhurya Bhava, Madhur Bhava. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there is the one song, Jadi Gaura Nahaito, in songbook. You have heard that? Jadi Gaura Nahaito, Tabe ki Haito, Kimone Dharitam De. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to establish that type of Radha Bhava Bhakti to everyone, to preach, to go to Madhurja Bhava. That is our parampara. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us. That is Chaitanya Charitamrita. The Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Jeva nahi jane ke ho, sunite sunite se ho, ki adbhut Chaitanya Charita. The verse, Chaitanya 2:98, I think. In beginning, maybe you may not know who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Nityananda, but sunite so regular you hear Chaitanya Charitamrita from sadhus. Sunite se ho, ki adbhut Chaitanya Charita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's magnanimity, his Mahavadanna avatar, he preached to everyone. He did not consider who is qualified, who is not. He gave love of Godhead to everyone, even if Jharkhand jungle in animal source. We just came from there. I just came from there, Jharkhand jungle. His Jayapataka Maharaj said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful. He made the mat to all the jungles, all the animals also, wild animals. But we have no that type of power, but we can make general people to make them madness. That's why Mahaprabhu stressed, we have to go to preach. The magnanimity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you can understand by hearing regularly from the sadhus about Chaitanya Charitamrita. Janive raser riti. What is the rasa in bhakti, in devotional service? Rasa. We are every day, we are chanting Sikhastakam right after Mangalarth, right? Anandam Buddhi Vardhana. Devotional service like a Ananda Ambudhi. But what is our realization? We are getting Ananda? Yes or no? Honestly, you can say that. Our Ananda is Ambudhi is Vardhanam? Yes or no? Yes or no? Honestly, you can say that. We can preach to others, hey, Ananda Buddhi Vardhanam, Ananda Buddhi Vardhanam. But what about us? What about us? We are getting Ananda? We are getting Ananda. Sometimes it's Paneer Sabdi Ananda. Halwa, or I don't know about Karnataka, what prasad is famous. Yes or no? Oh, prasad is very nice. But we are getting Ananda from listening to Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Chaitanya Charitamrita. We are getting Yeah. Are we getting ananda from chanting Harina? No. While starting chanting? No. Mahaprabhu also saying, Nayanam galadasra dharaya, tears coming from your eyes. Is it happened to me? Yes or no? Not tears coming from eyes, tears coming from my tongue. Whenever getting seeing the prasadam, sometimes prasadam is served. We are sitting to take prasadam, but announcement is so much announcement, so much prasadam mantra. He's not giving chance to take prasad. So tears is coming from tongue. That's why the Shastra saying, you just hear. Sunite seha. Kisne buje. This is rasa. Janibe rasa riti. Srila Prabhupada explained one specific book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. What is the meaning of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu? Sindhu means Sagara, ocean. Ananda, Bhakti Rasa Amrita Sindhu. Bhakti like a Ananda Sindhu. Ocean of blissful of ocean, like that, Ananda Sindhu. But Mahaprabhu said, when instructed to write Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, in Chaitanya Charitamrita said, O Rupa Goswami, Parapar Sunna Bhakti Rasa Sindhu. Bhakti Rasa Ananda, it is Parapar here, just like you can see ocean. You cannot see the end of the ocean. Like that, Bhakti is the known end, the Sagara, Ananda Sagara. But Tamare Chakhaite Kohi Tarek Bindu. Chakhaite, what is the meaning of Chakhaite? Testing. Sometimes Mataji, they're cooking. After they're cooking, sometimes Mataji is going to check. I put it salt or not, specific recipe or not, it is tasty or not. Yes or no? Tasting, not eating. Right? That's why Mahaprabhu said, I am giving to taste one drop of bhakti. That is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So this is the Ananda. So if we continue, we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavat Katha, then gradually, step by step, we can get taste. Taste is there. Rasa, Ananda. And Pibatam. Always you should drink the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam. Drink. When Prabhupada started morning and evening. Morning Bhagavatam class, evening Gita class, Bhagavad Gita class. But Vyasdev said, no. Aharaha. Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. Mohoruho Rasika Bhobi Bhavga. Mohoruho. Ahara. Aha mane day. Raha mane night. Day, night. You have to absorb in Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why Prabhupada said, if you really want to please me, then you have to read books and distribute books. People does not know what is the rasa in bhakti, what is the ananda in bhakti. They are thinking bhakti means many things to live. No drinking, no eating, no, everything is no. That's why people are not interested to take bhakti. If I do bhakti, I have to leave fish and meat. Everything is late. But if they come to enter deeper and deeper and deeper, they can understand. We are not living anything. Bhakti is not living. Bhakti is called yoga. In every chapter Bhagavad Gita, you should, what is that? Yoga, Shankha yoga. Yoga means, what does yoga means? Yoga means yoga at. Nothing is there not to live. भक्ति में कुछ छोड़ना नहीं, सिर्फ जोड़ना है, बस जोड़ो. Before bhakti, we would take only rice, dal, sauce, fish, meat. Now, when it came bhakti, what we are taking? We are in ISKCON, International Society. Not only Karnataka food, now also getting South Indian food. We are getting Russian food, we are getting Chinese food, we are getting Italian food. So many food stuff we are taking, in yes or no? I am from Mayapur. Fast food is going on. There is no taste, particular taste we are not getting. Not I'm Bengali food. Because mixed people are staying there. So very varieties kind of food stuff we are taking. So that's why we have to go deeper and deeper through hearing Shastras. Then we can understand. The Kapil is saying there, the Lord's out feature, how much Lord is so beauty. You can understand when you hear glories of Srimad Bhagavatam from sadhus. So we are good fortune, and we are very grateful to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada gave us Bhagavatam, Prabhupada gave us Sadhu Sangha, and Prabhupada gave us a deity. So ISKCON devotees, ISKCON Pujari, they are making deity decoration so beautiful. Everybody can attract. You can go outside temple. Deity has not so much dressing. Although they are dressed up like a king, but deity is like a beggar. You can go to other books also, except Srila Prabhupada books. You go to Gorakhpur books, Krishna like a thin, he could not stand, taking on stick and holding straight Krishna stand, Every picture you can see outside dharmic books, but Prabhupada books picture you can see. So attract. Why? Prabhupada could see from his own eyes to Lord. You believe or not? Do you believe? How? When Prabhupada went to US, Krishna came to his dream? Yes or no? Prabhupada could see. Prabhupada could hear from lotus mouth of Lord Krishna. He realized. That's why Prabhupada gave direction to his disciple. How much beauty in Krishna. But outside people, they don't realize. Their academic knowledge, they can explain, they can elaborately, they can expose. But this is our good fortune. We come to, this parampara, and we are grateful to Srila Prabhupada, we are grateful to all our present acharyas. They are spreading, they are giving opportunity to serve Krishna, although we are not qualified. That's why that verse, Nectar of Instruction in Purport, Prabhupada said, our position now, you have to hear now. Shravan Dasa. This Dasa call is the situation. The present situation, only hearing. Shravan Dasa. And then Baran Dasa. Baran, although you are hearing so much things, you have to accept. You have to accept something can apply our own life. Baran means you have to take something, hold the classes. From all the classes, you have to accept something. Sravan, then Barandasa. After that Barandasa, Smaran. How to apply in my life, this instruction, how to apply. If you think, if you meditate, then Sampati Dasa, then you can get your achievement. You can reach that type of platform. That is the system. Srava, Sma, Baran. Baran means accept. Then Smaran, then Sampati. You can read that instruction, nectar of instruction. Verse number 8, Prabhupada explained. So thank you very much. I am also grateful to you. The second time I came here. First time I came long ago. I don't remember. I bought 80 brahmacharis from Mayapur, maybe 96 or 97. So I stayed there, the Jagannath temple. Prem Bhakti Prabhu was there. And this is the second time. So I supposed to go to Udupi yesterday. But Giridhari Gopinath Prabhu brought me here. So I got your association. Nice temple. So everything is, the Prabhupada did is so blissful. Prabhupada is so merciful. The deity from Ujjain, I think. Radha Govinda ji. Nice arrangement. And you are also hosting me nicely. I'm grateful to you. So I am inviting you to come Mayapur. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's place. And also ISKCON headquarters. Visit and give opportunity to serve me. If you have any community members or congregation members close to Mayapur, you can inform us. Although I am not permanently staying, I am moving here and there because there is the curse of sannyasis. Don't stay at a time, 3-4 days, you go and move here and there. So my team is there, whole team. They can guide you, they can support you, whatever you need. Visit Mayapur again and again. And Navadip Parikrama, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace, Mother Ganga. Minimum once in a year, you go to Mayapur and recharge yourself, then come and preach. That's the place. Prabhupada said, my idea is that attract people to Mayapur from whole world. So that TVP Mandir coming up. From all over the world, people are coming and they are getting mercy from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Gaur Premanand. Sorry, it is later, 20 minutes. Again, question, answer. No. I think
Everybody say Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
how many people is there?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much.
Jai Shri Krishna Prabhuji,
Dandavat
Dandavat Pranam.
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much.
Pranam Prabhuji.
Pranam Prabhuji.
Very nice class, Prabhuji. Lots to understand.
Very nice class.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you for
Actually, English is my second language. I am not habituated to giving class in English. But I think Bhava and whatever I'm going to say, you understand, I think. So If any mistakes, you can say, please forgive me. Hare Krishna. Prasadam distribution. Okay. Prasad ki. So how they will get prasad?
They can see maybe.
They can take prasad. Haribol, Mahaprasad ki jai. Haribol. So I have a Narsinga Prasad also. So that Bhaktiman Gadadhar Prabhu is assisting me always. So he can give Narsinga Prasad, I will give Prasad. Prasad. This is Ekadasi Prasad, right? Mahaprasad Govinda. Mahaprasad mantra, Ekadasi mantra is very short. It's good. Mahaprasad Govinda, Nam Ramini Vaisnava, Salpa Punang Vatang Rajan Vishasam Jai. It's recorded, this class?
Yes.
Recorded here in computer, right?
In YouTube.
Or YouTube only, yeah? Not recording here, right? Because I am thinking I have to make a record one class in Bengali. Is it possible?
Yeah,
You can do? That is 45 minutes.
yeah.
Today. I have to do now. I am not taking prasad in morning prasad. I will take afternoon. So I can start class. You people can go to take prasad.
You're not putting live.
Only recording. Because live this class, I will upload.